This is a young group. There's 12 freshmen, but in essence, as far as the nucleus and the lineup and some of the continuity we have from the spring, this is actually a veteran group. So there was that freshman, newcomer, new season nervousness that you're always going to see. But to be honest, the business-like approach and kind of how we hit the ground running, and I thought it was a very veteran-esque attitude and approach the last day and a half here. Obviously, we're excited to get going. There's always a risk playing a game so quickly, but as a player, to break up the monotony of two-a-days is something that I think the guys will appreciate. And I think as a coach, to find out, if you're ahead of where you expected to be or if you're behind, and to identify certain people and specific areas you can work on, I think that certainly you can get a lot out of playing a game so quickly. We did it once in 2011, and we played Notre Dame the next day, and actually we're up 1-0 with a minute left and tied 1-1. And I thought that really broke it up for the guys and kind of got the itch to play against somebody else out of their system, so it served well. But you have to be sensitive to who your team is, your personnel, and make sure it's the right time and the right year to do it. And I thought with much of our lineup intact from the spring, it was okay to do it. And then we have 3 or 4 days to get ready for our next one, then a couple days before Ohio State. So they're spread out pretty well. There is a reason we're playing 3 games for a couple of different reasons, and I think that's what we need to do. But I certainly think you can train too much, but I also think if you're not ready to play a game, it can be detrimental. But I think we're going to be in a pretty good spot to find some things out and probably do well in areas, and then certainly there'll be areas where we have to work on, but that's why we're going tomorrow night. Interesting program. It's a program where the average person here might not know the school, but in the college soccer circles, they have won national championships back in the 70s. They're traditionally a strong program. They made the NCAA tournament last year. I believe they made probably 3 out of the last 6 NCAA tournaments. From what I understand, this is their student orientation, welcome freshman night. They get about 3,000 people to this game, and it's a team with a new coach who came from the University of Louisville. Ironically, Chris Birch took his place at Louisville, and I think they're going to play good soccer. I think they're going to be talented, and I think it's actually going to be a very good first opponent where we're probably going to get punched in the mouth a few times and find some things out and play in a good environment and play a road game. There's a way to do a trip. Organize a trip, treat it as a business trip, and with a young team, we're certainly making this overnight trip to certainly get the kinks out on that end as well.